When we think of the term industrial strategy or industrial policy, we're usually recalling the 19th century or even the mid-20th century version of that term, which was nationalist and protectionist. And what it was trying to do was replace exports with homegrown capacity. Modern industrial strategies are really about creating an innovation process, a process of learning amongst government, firms, labor unions and other groups in society in order to create what we call and what we think about as a strategic collaboration. And that, to me, is the core of industrial strategy. Canada is heavily dependent on its exports in order to balance the books and maintain a high quality of life for our citizens. And if we don't capture a strong position in these global value chains, our export table in 20 or 30 years is going to look pretty bad.
So the net zero industrial strategy looks like working with individual high opportunity, high value sectors to develop sector specific roadmaps that understand and take into account unique characteristics and challenges of the different industries.
The transition offers opportunities. It offers economic opportunities. It offers opportunities for jobs, for investments, and there are opportunities for effectively all sectors or parts of the economy. We can't sit around and expect those to materialize by themselves. We have to act now by taking a strategic approach to a net zero industrial strategy.
Canada has got so much of what the world needs when it comes to zero emission mobility, right? So we've got mining sector and we've got critical minerals and battery minerals in the ground, and we've got battery research and innovation and development. We've got an auto sector that's integrated into the North American industry.
Industrial policy doesn't happen by accident. It's not something that you just wake up one morning and you're like, oh wow, we have industrial policy, everything's fine and I have nothing else to worry about. It takes deliberate actions, a strategic approach, and actually looking where the barriers are and addressing them systematically one by one.
We're basically embarking on a massive transition of the economy. So we're going to change how we produce food, how we deliver goods, how houses are built, how industries power themselves and the processes that they use.
A successful net zero industrial strategy for Canada looks like two things, at least to begin with, two priority items. One is setting concrete goals and targets for important priority sectors that we've identified. And the second is establishing inclusive strategic collaborations between First Nations, government, industry, universities, labor, other stakeholders in order to develop plans, roadmaps for experimentation on investments and policies within those specific sectors.
Pour transformer l'économie de façon aussi importante, on doit modifier plusieurs éléments, que ce soit en main-d'œuvre, que ce soit en innovation, que ce soit lié au financement, que ce soit lié au déploiement de nouvelles technologies. Donc, il y a tellement à faire que ça prend une coordination. Ça prend de la coordination. C'est très important, la coordination, parce que sans ça, on ne peut pas atteindre nos objectifs. On ne peut pas travailler sur l'ensemble des aspects de façon simultanée et atteindre nos objectifs dans une échéance qui est raisonnable.
There's got to be a paradigm shift. We can't be putting nickels or quarters at this problem. We need to be putting sufficient capital to be able to address these challenges. And Indigenous communities and our development corporations, our people have been significantly under-resourced, both from a capacity perspective as well as access to economic capital pools. If we're going to be successful, we need to empower the Indigenous communities to be at the table at every aspect. And that means that we've got to have access to robust and affordable capital so we can be equitable partners.
Well, we also have a real opportunity to, I think, in the energy transition, to address some of the structural weaknesses in the Canadian economy. So we often fail to scale our own homegrown firms. We're great at early stage innovation in this country. We do not have an innovation problem at that early stage. What we need is to be able to figure out how to scale firms into strong positions. And now that all these global supply chains are being reconfigured and retooled, it's an opportunity for us to locate our own firms in these global value chains and give them a strong position.